Hey guys, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing today? Pretty crazy day in earnings. I'm super excited. Everybody knows Unity is a tier 1 stock for me. And the stock reported some strong earnings yesterday. Right now we're up 8.5%. So portfolio is doing pretty well. Let's take a quick look, right? I think earnings, we have some cool earnings today. I'm not too excited. Just based on the stocks, but let's just take a quick look at what earnings are expected to come out today. I think I'm more excited for tomorrow. So today, oh, Dave, yeah, man, Unity, it killed it. I saw it after earnings yesterday, and the stock price was down, I think, 2% yesterday when I first did my video. So I'm happy to see pre-market things turned around there. But overall, strong earnings. They had upward in guidance. They saw improvements in non-gaming customers. They saw strong revenue growth. So overall, I'm super happy with Unity's earnings. Today we have Neo. I know some of you guys might be excited with the EV market, so Neo is today. Clover, Open Door, and Coupon, I think, are the popular ones. Fizz, thank you for the support. Appreciate it. Hopefully we can make another video, 150k next. But Fizz, thanks for the support. Hope you're feeling better. But let's see, what else do we have? So I think Thursday is going to be my favorite day in form of earnings this week. We have Palantir, we have Disney, we have Airbnb, we have Rocket Company, we have SoFi, Tattoo Chef, DoorDash. So a lot of popular companies that I'm excited about. I think my favorite ones might be Tattoo Chef, SoFi, and maybe Disney. But I might do no, I think that's tomorrow, Tim, right? It's scheduled for tomorrow on Thursday. So Tattoo Chef and Celsius, for some reason, they always go on the same day. Two of my growth market stocks that are not in tech. I think these are the only two. Anyone else worried about Tattoo Chef? Yeah, you were talking about that, Fizz, right? You were feeling a little bit weird about Tattoo Chef going in. I mean, they recently just finished that acquisition. They're kind of entering that Whole Foods market, right? I believe they entered a few Kroger's, I believe. I forget what's going on, Kim. I forget what were some of the supermarkets they entered. So Tattoo Chef definitely I want to say is coming with a lot of already positive news, and that positive news could be kind of already creating some high expectations on the company. So Fizz, I can see why maybe one might be worried, especially if those expectations are not what investors are really working for. And yeah, tortilla time, right? They went super ham with tortilla, which I think is super crazy. So this week, I mean, I don't think there's anything else after Thursday. Friday might be a bit boring. Next week, we have Nvidia, which I'm super excited about. I think that's that one, and maybe PaySafe is coming out to next week. I forget what some other companies are going to do. But let's take a quick look at the market. Let's see what Finviz has to say right now. So Dow is up about 0.5%. NASDAQ is pretty much flat. And the S&P 500 is pretty much flat as well. So right now, it does say that Dow is pretty insane. It is up a nice. It's running. Everything else seems to be flat. Want to pull up Celsius valuation so my jaw can drop to the floor. I know you were telling me, right? Price to sales ratio. Let's take a quick look at Celsius. So Celsius is one that has already just been great returns in my portfolio, and I'm just letting it sit there. This is one that I feel eventually will pay some form of dividends, and that's where. But look, price to sales ratio, forward price to sales ratio. For Celsius is about 16.94. I mean, let me just be out of curiosity. What is Tattoo Chef's? Tattoo Chef is something as low as 5.25. What's another high growth food industry company? Just to take a quick look at. I'm pretty sure margins are a bit different, right? Let's take a quick look at operating margins trailing 12 months. I wonder if they are. I don't see them around, so that might not be the case. Maybe not operating margins. But Celsius, right? I mean, price to sales ratio is trading like it's a software stock. At the end of the day, though, I got into this super early in this stock price. So I'm excited where it's at right now. But let's see, what else do we have? Right now, the overall maps, AMD is having finally another positive day. I know it was kind of trending down. But we'll take a quick look. But right now, everything seems to be green. Nothing crazy in forms of red, especially some of the big players. Google, Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft are all kind up a bit. 0.3% it seems. Facebook is down. is down a bit, 0.63. But if we take a quick look at my overall portfolio right now, let's take a quick look. So Curiosity Stream, very small position. What's going on, Extraordinaire? Curiosity Stream, very small position in my portfolio. It's up 20%. I guess they did strong earnings. Mogo, another fintech that's very, very small in my portfolio right now, is up 20%. Again, very small position. At the end of the day, I think I'm still, unfortunately, still on the red in Curie. Mogo is one I'm up a nice amount. I think percentage-wise, this is up over 50%. Very small position. What is really driving my portfolio today is going to be Unity. This is one of my top 5 positions, and it is up almost 10% on the day. So super, super excited. This is the one that's, I want to say, saving me for the day. Celsius is also up 2%. AMD, another top 5 position. AMD is up about 2.5% for the day. But we can see, right, most of my stocks, I want to say, are green. Nothing really scary. Nvidia is down about 0.50%. Overall, some big players, they're up and they're up big. So my account is doing good. I hope everybody's account here is doing well as well. So let's see. I mean, I bought in at Extraordinaire 14. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we're still in the red there. Overall, I haven't really looked at it. That one is a tier 3 stock for me. So in times of, if I want to take a quick look at earnings, it's usually at the bottom of my list, Extraordinaire, depending on where it's at. But we had some strong earnings yesterday, right? Fubo TV is up 9%. It's kind of giving back some of those gains. Upstart is super exciting, right? This is, I don't know if any of you guys are in Upstart. Upstart was up 24% for the day. I think this is probably one of the biggest winners right now. Upstart and Fubo are the ones investors are super excited about today. They're doing 23% in Upstart, and Fubo is up about, what, 11%. Unity's not too far behind at about 10%. So let's take a quick look. Anybody have any thoughts on the markets today? What are you guys excited for any stocks reporting earnings today? I don't know if Neo, Clover, Open Door. If not, let's take a quick look at any stocks. So feel free to post any stocks on the comments below. For those not familiar though, Nvidia is having, I would say if you guys have time, Nvidia's channel, if you guys have time, I definitely would go and check out this 2-minute video later on. If you go to the Nvidia's channel, they released a video that, I mean, I think is insane. Again, I'm an Nvidia shareholder, but they released this video that is 2 minutes long, reinventing graphics with AI. I mean, it's just insane what's going on with what Nvidia is producing. I don't know if I can play the full video or if YouTube is gonna ban me. But here you can see like some Harry Potter stuff where kind of video to video cameo where like they can be able to move still photos, right? That is insane. Another one they show is here with the waterfalls. This is a still image, and with the still image, they're able to, with all the artificial intelligence and all the information they're grabbing online, they're able to use this still photo to kind of move and kind of create a waterfall. There's just so much cool information to see from this video. So definitely, if you guys want to learn a little bit of how artificial intelligence is kind of, and machine learning is kind of changing the world, and you have 2 minutes at a time, this is a pretty cool video. Nvidia also has, they are going to be talking today. They're at a conference. I don't really know the conference too much, but today, if I take a quick look at my calendar, I think at 2 p.m. they have, let's see, Nvidia's, Nvidia.com schedule. So Upstart revenue extraordinaire. That's insane. Upstart is revenue grew by 1,000%. That is some ridiculous numbers. So Nvidia today on Wednesday, they are doing the SIGGRAPH 2021 conference. This conference it's mainly more of like content creators and kind of revolutionary visuals to some extent. But today at 11 a.m. PDT, which I think is 2 p.m. Eastern time, they are going to be doing a kind of a talk with Metaverse. So that's 11. You don't need to have to register. You don't need to have tickets to the show. It's going to be free to anybody that wants to join. So feel free to do it. Jose, can you give us any special details on your Metaverse series? Still planning on doing it? Yes, Fizz. I'm just waiting for earnings season to come to kind of come to an end. Earnings seasons really has me a little bit everywhere, trying to not pump out, but do videos on all these earnings. So once earnings seasons is down, I usually have about a month of no earnings before earnings season starts back up. Because I think the next earnings starts Micron earnings, MU earnings date. Micron is usually the first to report earnings, so this is my first headline of earnings. So Micron is September 27th. I want to say next week is probably the last strong week of earnings with Nvidia. I maybe the week after that might be another one. So usually I get about a month in between breaks, Fizz, and during that month I want to focus with that metaverse series that I'm planning on building. But it's crazy. I mean, I feel like we're almost done. We are still just in earning seasons, but earning seasons will be back up in about like 2 months from now. So plenty of content for me, so not to complain. But things are pretty good, right? Oh, SE is next week as well, right? C Limited. Let's take a quick look at C Limited stock. That one is it still sitting over 300? No, it's not. It's at 299. Really curious to see Palantir. I can see going under 20 or over 25 really fast. That one, Elias, has definitely had a lot of bullish. I see a lot of Elias, a lot of bulls, a lot of strong bulls in the Twitter community for Palantir. I haven't really looked at that stock too much. But maybe I should do some research before earnings, Elias. Are you in it? But C Limited is right now kind of. It seems like the market is kind of pulling back. Everything's kind of had a great open, but things seems to be pulling back down a little bit. C Limited. Let's see, when do they report earnings? I'm super excited for C Limited. Polly, good morning. Looking forward to Disney earnings. Yeah, Disney. I mean, one thing, and we'll take a quick look at that. I just want to see when C Limited's earnings are. They are scheduled for C Limited's. Come on, just give me a newsroom to report earnings August 17th. Yeah, August 17th when the market opens. When is August 17th? So on Tuesday. So next week I think it's gonna be super excited in form of earnings. I think for the second half of August, guys, I might be doing streams in a different change of scenery. I am gonna be traveling, but I still will be pumping out videos like no tomorrow. So starting August 23rd, I think I will be in the new scenery. I am taking all my equipment with me for about 2-3 weeks. So definitely still super excited though. So C Limited reports earnings next week. What else? So let's take a quick look at why I'm actually excited about Disney's earnings. And it all has to do with Disney Plus. So if we take a look here, I'm gonna take a look at App Annie, where they show me the top apps downloaded on Google Play as for yesterday, August 20. And if I take a look at overall in the United States, number 5 is Disney, right? So number 5 here in the United States in overall applications. This is not just media applications. This is just the overall applications. Disney is number 5. Garena is number 2. And this is super exciting because I believe Disney, they continue, they're super smart with how they're releasing content. Every other week, every other month, they have a new series in a different market, which is really driving, in my opinion, an increase in subscribers here. So Disney Plus, we can see United States is super strong. Let's take a quick look at another country. Let's see maybe I don't know. Can you guys give me a country, something? Let's say United Kingdoms. I don't know. I actually don't know how United Kingdom is. But yes, United Kingdom here, we have Disney is number 2 right here. So that's, again, pretty impressive to see Disney Plus doing super strong. Let's take maybe a look at Argentina. Argentina, if we take a look, it's loading. Garena is number 1 there. I don't know if Disney is actually in Argentina, but it's definitely not here. So maybe it's not there. But overall, C Limited with their Garena Free Fire and Disney Plus are showing in top grossing all around. If we take a quick look at Brazil, here we have Garena and we have Disney Plus. If Tim is here, we obviously see Roblox kind of being in one of the top 10 positions as well, Tim. I know you're in here and you want to let us know that. Another one that has been killing it is HBO Max. So HBO Max has definitely seen an increase in subscribers lately. I don't follow who owns HBO Max. That's AT&T, right? I don't follow it too much, but definitely for certain investors, that continues to be in a top position as well. No, no, Fizz. Hawaii trip is later on. Hopefully, it still is with everything going on. I don't know how that's gonna be affected, but that's later in October. Extraordinaire. Disney is pouring billions for film production. That is true, all right. I mean, but at the same time, right? This is Disney has unlike I don't want to say this is the difference between Disney and Netflix right now. Unlike Disney, I feel like Disney has a strong way of kind of making money outside of the videos themselves, right? I mean, Disney, I'm pretty sure Netflix does it to some extent with also selling merchandise, but Disney is super strong. I mean, with all these Star Wars franchise, with all these Marvel franchise, there comes out with book bags come out, lunch boxes, toys, video games, all these towels, right? Clothing line. And I think this is where Disney is able to grab a lot more money from its productions opposed to something like Netflix, right? Netflix definitely has a lot of partnerships, but based on all their names, I think I only see like some of the big players, right? Like Stranger Things. That's the only one I really see in malls in forms of products, a form of clothing. Where Disney, I'm pretty sure you can go around almost all of their line and really see something out there. Not a bearish case for Netflix, more like a bullish case for Disney as it's growing that production and pouring billions in films. So definitely pretty interesting. Greystone, some people have been canceling flights. I'm wondering if people are canceling trips to Disney World. Greystone, for sure, right? I mean, that's definitely a thing that's happening. Disney World, I do believe that's going to be one of the negative talks that's going to happen with Disney during these earnings. I think today, Delta Airlines, I forget what company, Delta Airlines earnings, they mentioned... Not earnings. I think it was Delta Airlines. They mentioned today that they expect this upcoming quarter. I think they mentioned that Southwest. Oh, it was Southwest. So Southwest Airlines may not be profitable in the third quarter due to the Delta hit. So a lot of these travel companies are already coming out and saying that, hey, due to this new COVID variant that's really kind of impacting the world right now, these travels are already seeing what I think you mentioned, Greystone, right? Canceling of flights. So I would expect upcoming earnings for Disney for the upcoming guidance that they would give. They're obviously going to talk about how this will impact the company. So I wonder if Disney is actually taking quite a hit right now. Disney has not, right? It definitely hasn't. It's actually in the past 6 months, it's still down about 6.9%, though about 7%. So Disney definitely hit or miss. It can definitely just it can do strong growth in Disney Plus, which will be bullish. At the same time, if guidance don't look as strong due to the Delta variant, it can cause a whole negative action in the stock price. So Tim, thumbs up, yeah. So David Becker, an extra $30 to watch it at home instead of the theater. AT&T, which is weird since every time I go find something, there isn't anything that wows me. Really? I mean, in the HBO, I just watched, I didn't. I watched like 20 minutes of the new Suicide Squad movie with my brother, and that looks pretty good. So, I mean, that's the only thing. I mooch off my dad. I just got his HBO Plus password yesterday, so I'm going to see what else movies are out there. But the overall growth is definitely there. I can't believe HBO Plus at the moment is not charging for movies. I know I think Suicide Squad that went on movies didn't do as strong, but that's because people are just watching it online, right? HBO doesn't put stuff out there like other streaming. So for sure. So Elias, well said, Jose. Disney content has huge potential. I believe. I mean, that's the thing, especially even in the gaming world. Just kind of making it its way. Disney, I think, is going to be growing a lot in the gaming world as well. Extraordinaire, Sony is joining the streaming trend by buying Crunchyroll, the most popular cartoon and anime streaming service. So unfortunately, I am one of those persons that am avid anime users or watchers. One of the few things I actually watch. So I am familiar with Crunchyroll. I saw that Sony is now the owner of Crunchyroll. This is an acquisition they had talked about previously. I think now it finally, the animation finally got completed. Yeah, it completed a $1 billion Crunchyroll buyout. Sony is also the owner of Funimation, which is another anime platform. I I think eventually they want to merge the two, but Sony, yeah, I agree, extraordinary. Sony's kind of joining that streaming trend in a whole different market. This is, I want to say, a very niche market within itself, but definitely a huge, huge following. And I do believe it's strong for Sony. I just don't believe it's strong for the overall stock price at the moment, right? Sony, I think, has so many, I forget, Sony's changed its ticker. Sony stock price, I think it's already $131 billion market cap, and they make a lot of money from other electronics. That, yes, the streaming content is strong for them. I just don't know how strong it really is for moving the company's financials. This is something maybe I should take an eye out and keep an eye out for some research on Sony. So let's take a quick look. Anything really down today? I don't think the market is that bad. Let's take a quick look at some screeners. Jose, you just drew in 2 more viewers, my kids, by mentioning. Oh man, so that's it. I don't really watch much TV. The only TV I really do watch is anime. But we can see, right? Right now, I don't think anything crazy is down in the market. WW, is that Weight Watchers? I don't know. That's down 24%. WW. Wix is also down. Maybe let me zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better. And let me just close this out. So these are the biggest downers right now. We have WW International down 24%. Canada Goose down 14%. This is the one that was selling heavy jackets, not expensive jackets, right? This was super popular back, I want to say, in like 2018, 2017. I felt like I saw everybody wearing these $400 jackets. I guess that's not the case anymore. So it's down 14%. Aaron, hi Jose, did you get a chance to look at apps? No, Aaron, I have not. I was really looking at Unity yesterday. I think today is going to be a pretty quiet day for me, Aaron, so I think I might jump into that apps. Seems strange as earnings beat expectation. So definitely going to keep an eye on it. Maybe today, Aaron, because I said yesterday was pretty busy with Unity. Today, I don't think I have anything to really keep an eye out. Wix is, I think, a recent IPO, right? They work with kind of creating your own website. This is down 13.5%. Poshmark is down 13.2%. Space Virgin Galactic is down 11%. If anybody wants to take a quick look at any of these stocks, feel free. Shift Technologies. This is Shift Technologies. This is the one that deals with, I believe, let me just take a quick look. Is this the automobile company, Shift Technologies, or is this a point of sale? No, this Shift is buy and sell used cars online. So Shift Technologies, let's take a quick look how that is doing. So Shift Technologies is down about 7% right now. Hims and Hers is also down 5.8%. Desktop Metal is down 5.7%. So there's actually a lot of growth stocks, I want to say, that are down. Extraordinaire, Micron Technology is going down yesterday too. Yeah, MU, I want to say that one's definitely taking a huge hit. One thing, it seems like analysts have come out to talk and said that the overall pricing point for memory is expected to go down. I think a lot of investors were already talking about this. It's kind of hit the peak on overall pricing. But at the same time, it's going to be the real question is this pricing point going to kind of impact its revenue, even though the demand is still up? Like, can revenue still grow even with pricing going down? Obviously, pricing decrease is going to be a huge impact in margins. But the real question is, how is it going to impact the overall trend still? Is the overall revenue trend still upwards? Is this company still going to be able to make plenty of cash? I do believe it is. But definitely one of the things that's wrong with, not wrongs, but one of the risks with Micron Technologies is that it's the very cyclical market that it's in, mainly due to the overall pricing points of memory. But if let's take a quick look. Maybe I have Y charts up. Yeah, I do have. So if we take a quick look at Y charts, I don't need you here. Micron, man, this is why does it look like this? But let's see. Give me 1 second. Micron Technologies, right? It's I gotta fix this in a bit. This is kind of weirding me out. But let's see. AvePoint is also down. GoPro, is GoPro still? I thought GoPro, I didn't even know that was still a ticker. Someone mentioned something. Valerian, hey Jose, can you take a look at CrowdStrike for sure? We'll take a quick look. Arjun, you want a Palantir analysis, please? So, Arjun, do you want one? I'll do one. I'll try to do one post earnings. Palantir, I think it's too early for me. It's too late for me to do a pre-earnings analysis. Hey Jose, Valerian, you want to take a quick look at CrowdStrike? Definitely, we can look at that one for sure. Danny, MU's been going down since day one, but it's so small for me. Oh, Danny, I mean, overall, long term, just what I think Michael said. I think Micron overall in long terms is definitely a good play. It's definitely a strong play in my opinion. The overall memory market isn't going anywhere. I do think this is one that's going to be very volatile, just due to overall price reactions, just like we're seeing right now. Overall demand, there might be a quarter or two where some of these big buyers might hold off on buying memory, and that might trickle down the stock price to go down a lot. But overall, I do think the long term is going to be an uptrend in price. It's just not going to be a very clean look in the long terms. So Rush, when will Amazon bounce back? What's going on with Amazon? Is Amazon down? I don't think Amazon is that bad, right? I think it's been kind of doing great. Stating at $3,300, right? So in the past 6 months, it's actually up 1.4%. Year to date, I mean, Amazon is one, and we're going to take a look at. So Amazon is I want to say it's actually been pretty flat year to date. It's up 3.8%. Even in the past year, in the past 52 weeks, Amazon is only up 7.4%. I'm gonna say this is what it's kind of happening with what kind of happened with AMD, what kind of happened with Nvidia. I do believe these stock prices are just consolidating, and when they are gonna rip, it's gonna probably rip pretty big. You know, Danny, you know I got in on the Amazon dip. Nice, Danny, congratulations. I want to say if I ever wanted to build a base on Amazon, based on, you can see right here, it's pretty much a flat line since July of 2020. I do believe a lot of support is now being built out. If I ever wanted to really build a base on Amazon, this would be the time. Again, my opinion, just my overall thoughts. Amazon flat compared to big tech, perfect DCA. Agree, right? Ed, agree. I already have some of the big players, right? I think Microsoft, Google, and Facebook are enough for me to kind of enter the big market in clouding and e-commerce and all that. That for me, I'm okay not having some of the other big players, right? For example, I don't have Amazon, I don't have Apple, I don't have Netflix. But like I said, if there was a time, if I was bullish in Amazon, now would be the time where I would probably where I would build in a nice base level. So Michael, let's see, extraordinaire. Actually, I missed one. So Danny, think Activision is starting to recover. Got in on that bottom too. Nice. Nice, Danny. I mean, Activision is definitely has seen better days in forms of where the company is going, mainly the Blizzard department, right? It's not the whole Activision that's kind of messed up. It seems like it's just the Blizzard department, the Blizzard section. So obviously there's still a lot of unknowns with the company. I'm not too excited with it. Let me say this. I'm excited with it in form of stock price. In forms of where the stock price is, I wouldn't be too hesitant as a form of investor. In forms of some recent news, I'm not too happy about it. Overall, but I mean, the games are still doing strong. People are still paying crazy amounts for expansions and stuff like that. So Activision, in forms of stocks, I do believe right now, if one, I don't want to say overlook what's happening, but if one to some extent maybe doesn't care, doesn't believe that would impact the stock price, right now isn't a bad time to get into it, right? I do believe it's a nice price level. Overall, the mobile gaming market is one that I believe will continue to grow. So Danny, what else? You know, I got in on the Amazon bottom too. So Michael, 1-1 buy ping. 1-1 buy ping. I'm not too sure what you mean there, Michael Costa. Chester, what's going on, Chester? How about Coupon? Coupon, I haven't really followed too much. I know they do report earnings today, and let me see if I can fix this. I don't know why. Let me just go back to like 100. Maybe that fixed this. Yes. All right. Thank you. Maybe 150. All right. So let's look. So let's take a quick look at Micron now that I fixed my damn charts. So Micron, right? I mean, it's definitely taking quite a hit. I want to say around these levels, strong support. If we take a quick look at Coupon, another one I haven't followed, Coupon, I want to say this low mid 35 seems to be a strong support in the past. Again, all depends on how that earnings is going to go. This can kind of break out, but again, I do believe a good portion of risk has been eliminated, but so much uncertainty can come and so much volatility can come with earnings. They are expected to do earnings later today after the market closes. Depending on how they do, I might do a video on them. Obviously, if price reaction is bad, it means people are definitely going to want to know what's happening. So Extraordinaire Growth Pro is a favorite of a fellow YouTuber. He did a good video on it. Nice. I wonder who that is. Guys, give me one quick second. Let me take a quick drink. Elias, Dolby looks good long term. I'm not a fan. What do they do, Elias? That's the audio makers, right? I have seen their products a lot more in like Best Buy when I go shop around. Danny, you know I got in. We saw that. Michael, I'm selling a put on Coupon either to gain entry or to collect premiums. The premiums have been pretty generous, like Coupon a lot. Michael, that's a great play, right? If you definitely do know how to play puts, and especially selling puts, and if you don't either mind collecting the premium or entering at these levels, selling puts is a great way to build income or get into a position at a lower price point. I want to say it's a little bit advanced in forms of investing, and I don't think it's needed for everyday investors, but if one definitely knows about it, it's definitely a smart tool to use. Extraordinaire, it's the slow death of big tech as people think. Man, Raj, your Amazon holding is down 7%. Hey, but I mean, obviously that might be in the short term, Raj. In the long terms, do you really see Amazon going anywhere anytime soon? So again, sometimes as long-term investors, we might kind of see this negative volatility or this negative trend in price. But once we kind of wait out a few months, wait out a few years, it definitely, this 7% down might not mean anything in the long term. Michael Costa, your top performers are Curie, Fubo, Unity, Coin, and SPLK. SPLK is probably the only one I don't know. But congratulations. I know those are doing great today, so I know your portfolio is doing amazing. Congratulations, Michael. Hey, Jose. Love from India. Raj, thank you. Appreciate the support. Gonna ignore that spelling error. Let's see. So, Wesley, Tattoo Chef. Is Tattoo Chef ripping today? What's going on with Tattoo Chef? Let's take a quick look. So, Tattoo Chef, they are reporting earnings tomorrow. It's not ripping. It's not. I mean, why do you give me that chart, Wesley? If it's not, it's actually going the other way around. But Tattoo Chef, let's take a quick look at their investors relations. So they report earnings tomorrow. Let's just take a quick look at what are some news they reported in the past. So August 10th, actually, is that today? No, that was yesterday. So Tattoo Chef launched new innovation items at Sprouts Farmers Markets. So again, I haven't seen approximately 340 stores. So they are increasing the overall stores that they're hitting. I do believe investors are going to want to learn more about this. For example, they also entered Kroger in July 12th. They kind of entered a few more products in Whole Foods Market in May 18th. And all these are kind of dealing with this upcoming earnings. So I want to say investors might be excited. I hope that excitement doesn't bite some of us in the back, right? But right now, if we take a look in the past 6 months, Tattoo Chef hasn't really moved much. Even in the past month, the stock is only up 4.6%. So maybe the stock isn't too excited. For some reason, I thought the stock was more excited than it is right now. I think maybe I was just looking at this from its bottom earlier on in late July. It's up about 10% from there. But in the past month, it's only up 4.6%. So what do you think, Extraordinaire? It's going to Zynga. So Zynga's probably, I want to say Zynga's going to be one of those stocks that is going to be a strong acquisition. I'm pretty sure I got the ticker wrong. Zynga stock. This is one that I believe is going to be a potential acquisition. I wouldn't be surprised if EA Game comes and purchases them sometime soon. We saw EA Game recently. Who they just purchased? I think Glue Mobile, right? Glue Mobile stock was kind of purchased. Yeah, it was purchased by Electronic Arts on April 2021. I mean, I've seen a lot of the big boys. Microsoft is out there making acquisitions with studios. We have Tencent out there continue to make acquisitions of gaming studios, and we have EA Games, Microsoft, and Tencent. So I do believe, I believe that right now Singa is a possible acquisition target at these levels. So definitely something to keep an eye out. I don't really follow most of their games, but definitely would be interesting. In the past 6 months, the stock price has dropped about 33%. So again, probably out there. Another one that I think could be is CD Projekt Red. Another one that could probably be an acquisition, but that one's an international company. Let's see. Yes, I don't see anything I want to buy today so far. Okay, Michael, nice. Yeah, I think I gotta really look at what I'm looking to buy this week. I didn't do a video this week on my 4 stocks or 5 stocks to buy, just because I was busy this weekend. But I have to look at what stocks I'm planning on buying tomorrow. So Michael Costa, Pins is down, maybe starting a point for someone. Oh, nice, Mike. Yeah, I mean, Pins is definitely taking a quick hit. It's down again today. So Pins is down another 2.1%. I mean, Pinterest monthly active users have definitely taken a huge impact. I'm surprised that this stock hasn't kind of turned around right now, as Delta, I don't know why I did quotes, but as talks as Delta variants are increasing and kind of talks of closing down, that's where I wanted to do it, is there. I would have expected something like this, and some of these overall COVID plays, working from home, closed down market would kind of go up. But it's actually not. It's still down 2% today. In the past month, this stock has dropped 23.56. So Danny, hold on, let me see. Where am I? Elias, they have software as well. Oh, Adobe, I did not know that. So, oh yes, they do. They sell it in some of the high performance telephones. I'm pretty sure we're talking about Adobe, if I remember correctly, Elias. Some of the high performing gaming phones use, I guess, licensed Adobe software for their audio there. Danny, selling cover options seem very interested to me. I definitely dabbled into the field once I get more experience in the swing trading. Definitely a market, Danny, that if you do ever enter into options, start with small positions for at least a year. Because sometimes, even in trading, we get lucky. We believe we become super smart in trading, in options, in anything, that once we get 3 months of lucky trades, we start doing a lot more in position sizing, and then that's when our luck runs out and things start to go south. So nice. You love Sprouts. Not much. I don't know if I enjoy Sprouts. I gotta see. Arjun, what are the YouTubers that you follow for the Arjun, to be honest, I don't follow any YouTubers in the stock market. I'm not saying that they don't provide any strong value. I'm pretty sure they do, right? They have tons of followings. The only time I follow YouTubers are just to be honest, I mean, this is my job, right? So I gotta see what they're doing in form of like thumbnails, in form of titles, especially some of the big people who have like 1 million subscribers. I get to see like what kind of process they're doing in video creations. So the only time I personally follow YouTuber stock market people are just to see how they're doing their own creation and kind of take my own take out of it. Mainly in form of like thumbnails and titles and stuff like that. But in forms of people I follow on YouTubers to watch, I'm more of a written guy. The YouTuber you follow, yes. Yeah, I follow this guy, Jose Najarro Stocks channel. That's a pretty cool channel. I tend to watch a lot. Definitely pretty interesting fellow there. But I'm more of a reader, which is weird, right? I'm more of a reader, so I follow a lot of investors on Twitter. I'm more of a reader type of guy opposed to video collections, and it's pretty cool. I mean, you're like, so Jose, why do you do YouTube videos? The YouTube videos for me are pretty much a diary of my thoughts in the market, and I hate writing. So I was like, hey, the best way for me to just remember my thoughts about the stocks I follow are through making YouTube videos. So for example, I did Unity pre-earnings. It kind of showed my thoughts of what I'm expecting in form of Unity. And now once their earnings came out, I already knew what I should be looking for. So it's more like a diary for myself, and it's providing some form of hope to you guys. So Jose, you still holding on to OSS? Yes, Tim, 100%. OSS is my favorite small cap company out right now. One-stop system, for those not familiar, they do focus in GPU accelerators and kind of bringing the cloud to the edge. So it's a lot of accelerations in form of hardware, memory, graphics cards, and other stuff. One Stop System, this is a tier 3 stock in my portfolio, but one of my smallest market cap companies that I'm super bullish on. 107 million, very volatile. One that, again, if this was, I want to say, if this was a bigger company, and this is weird, if this was a bigger company with a little bit less competition, I could see this one being a higher position in my portfolio. I think right now it's just still a very small company. A lot can happen with its volatility. I don't mind it being a tier 3 stock. If it becomes a big winner, I do believe it can still provide great returns. But still, small position, one I don't mind holding, and I like the market is in. Do you suggest it is Arjun? Do you suggest it is a good entry in space? So space, Arjun, Virgin Galactic, right? It's I was about to put Arjun instead of space. So space stock for sure is one that, again, I would consider what I consider a speculative play. It's definitely a market that I believe can grow in the future. At the same time, there's so much unknown for this company right now where it's at, especially since it's almost like it's really pretty much pre-revenue company. So this is a company that I believe, if it is in my portfolio, is gonna stay a very small portion in my portfolio. If it does well, I do believe it could provide strong returns. Anything in the low 20s, in the teens, would probably be my favorite time to add. With my position right now, that would be the only times I'm adding into Virgin Galactic. It would be in the very low 20s or in the teens. So right now, again, I might be biased because of my overall cost basis. I think my cost basis for space is about $13, $14. So maybe for that reason, I'm personally would only increase my exposure if I wanted to in the teens or in the very low 20s. Elias, my smaller is Inu. They have interested business. Would love your take. Enough. Is that in the bio market? I feel like anything that starts with INU, with IN, is always in the biotech market. Nuvo, or no, maybe a software company. Let's see what they do. But yeah, this is super small. I mean, market cap of $100 million. Let's see what they do. I'm actually curious now. Inuvo. So what's going on, Dr. Sim? Dr. Sim in the house. Thank you for joining. Manjor Kareem. Thanks. What do you think about Drive Shack? Drive Shack. Not familiar with them. Elias, they are in the ad business. Oh, interesting. I want to see how they have done recently, past 5 days. So remember, guys, anytime we take a look, especially at these small market cap companies, 99 billion, I think anything still below like 2 billion, even 3 billions, are companies that are going to be very volatile. And these are ones that, to me, usually tend to only be a tier 3 stocks. There are small ones that kind of make it outside of that list. For example, Cerence is less than $5 billion, and this is one of my top 5 positions. But it's very rare. Usually more smaller companies, a lot more volatile, a little bit more risk behind it. For that reason, I do believe they tend to be smaller positions. You have looked at DS before. I have asked about it. David, okay, nice. Then I have. Maybe I could get a reminder once we take a look at that. I don't have Simply Wall Street open, but let me just take a quick look. Vanguard ETF has some shares. Simply Wall Street. All right, let's take a look at Inuvo. But first, let's just take a quick look. We have a nice amount of people, guys, in the market, in the channel. This week, right, we have some strong earnings. Today, if you guys want me to take a look at any earnings after market today, feel free to let me know. I mean, we have NEO, we have Clover, Open Door, Coupon. We have, I think those are the most popular ones for today. Tomorrow, I'll definitely be taking a look at SoFi, Tattoo Chef, Walt Disney. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And let's see, a Friday, I think is going to be a pretty quiet day. In form of stocks right now, let's see how the market is doing. Right now, if we take a quick look at home, Dow is still killing it, up 0.63%. NASDAQ is kind of pretty much flat, and the S&P 500 is up 0.25%. If we take a quick look at my overall portfolio right now, Unity is still killing it. Unity is up about 10%. This is the one really building or gaining on my portfolio. Unity, right? This is the top 5 position in my portfolio. I believe it's number 4. Number one, AMD. No, number one, NVIDIA. Whoa, I'm sorry, NVIDIA. I did not mean to do that. Number one is NVIDIA. Number two is AMD. Number three is C Limited. Number four is Unity. And number five is Sorens. Those 5 positions, I believe, make up 40% of my portfolio. But then I also have a lot of other small plays. But we can see Unity is up almost 10%. We have AMD is also up about 1.1%. C Limited, let's see, are we green on all my? Nope. C Limited is up 0.4%. Sorens is pretty much flat. NVIDIA is down about 1% today. David, and the Discord. Oh yes, let's for sure. Let's put in that Discord channel for those that want to join. Hey, I just bought some Unity. Nice, Danny. You bought it in today. Congratulations. I mean, obviously stock price is up a nice amount today. So obviously I would expect some form of volatility in the market after today. But overall, long term of things, I'm still super bullish on it. So let's replace that. So how is VU6? So first, let me just say, Maggie, thank you. Maggie, appreciate the support. Appreciate the support being a member. Let's take a quick look at VU6. I believe this is the first time, Maggie, I've seen you in one of the live streams. So let's take a quick look at VUSI for you. All right, so VUSI, I know VUSI a nice amount. Sometimes for some reason I kind of get VUSI confused with Visio. So for those not familiar with VUSI, this is VU6. This is the augmented reality glasses. They are working in some, I want to say, some pretty cool glasses, right? These glasses are, I believe, we are definitely in the market where consumers are ready for these type of glasses. And that's something investors should always kind of understand. Sometimes we're ready for sometimes the technology is there, right? Technology has kind of been there for augmented reality for some time already, especially for virtual reality. I mean, virtual reality in PS5 in PlayStation 4 has been out for, I want to say, over 5 years. But only now is Oculus and kind of Facebook really trying to kind of strengthen that market. So sometimes, even though technology is there, it doesn't mean consumers are there. I think now with augmented reality, with virtual reality, the consumers are there. And a lot more tools are also there. So VU6 right now, I mean, you can see they're being used for field service, remote assistance, for manufacturing solutions, warehouse solutions, telemedicine. So you put on these glasses, they kind of give you some form of instruction based on the task you're doing. So definitely I can see the market they're growing in. They're really focusing in telemedicine. I want to say, when do they report earnings, or have they report earnings already, Maggie? Let's take a quick look. So they reported earnings, VU6, a day ago. Did they? Oh, nice. So they reported earnings a day ago. I haven't really looked at their earnings, but if we take a quick look at the stock price, it might give us a bit of an insight of what's happening. So right now, stock price is up 2% today. In the past 5 days, it seems like investors weren't too happy about earnings. In the past year, this is a stock that has definitely taken quite a hit as well. It's down 57% from its all-time highs. If we take a quick look at fundamentals though, so VU6 right now is another one that I would consider, Maggie, a speculative play, right? So future growth, even though I believe the market is super strong out there, the company itself is not positive in earnings yet. It's not positive in cash flow from operations, but this is a company that's expected to grow at strong levels. So again, even though the company is not where people want it to be right now, I think in the future, it has huge potential. At the end of the day, if I was to ever enter in VU6, this again would probably be a tier 3 stock, maybe a low tier 2 stock. So something less than 3% of my portfolio, just because of this uncertainty, right? Still early on. I do believe VU6 will be, is one of those companies that has high potential of being acquired, especially sitting at a market cap of less than $1 billion. I know I talk about a lot of acquisitions. I do believe right now, with very low rates still, with some of these big techs having plenty of cash at hands, acquisitions are going to keep coming out, not like no tomorrow. I mean, a lot of the companies I follow, I feel like every week I hear about a new acquisition. Last week we heard about Square. This week we heard about Golden Nugget. Unity purchased about 3 new acquisitions. Tattoo Chef is making acquisitions. EA Game is making acquisitions. Microsoft is making acquisitions. So I think we're really in in the stage of the market where acquisitions are going to be a huge driving force in the next 2 years. So Vuzix is one of those companies I believe could be acquired. At these levels, I wouldn't mind building a base. Long term of things, I think Vuzix is definitely in a strong market that can continue to grow. So Maggie, those are my overall thoughts on it. Again, small position, speculative play, but definitely a market I can see grow. Whew. Oh man. All right, give me a quick second to kind of just refresh my brain. Let's see. So Michael Costa, I will re-emphasize Uber. If anyone wants to start buying some Uber, still low, not profitable, but like it in the long term, right? So Michael Costa, pretty much what I say, right? A lot of these companies, sometimes they're not where we want them to be right now, but as investors, we have to think about where they could go in the future. And sometimes like for me, I'm used to be a huge gamer, very familiar with semiconductors, so I know where that market can go. I really am familiar with that market. I can see where that market would go. To some extent, there's certain markets I might not be too familiar with, for example, the bio market. So even if a company has strong potential, I personally just can't see it. So I do believe sometimes it's smart to play what you know. Let's see. Michael Kosa, I bought some HIMs. I think it can be earnings, but at least show increase in growth. We will see. I bought some now. We'll buy some after if it gets killed. So best of luck to you, Michael. Again, guys, feel free to let me know on the stocks. Again, some on the comments. What are some stocks you guys want me to take a look at? Feel free. I might have missed some. Maggie, I hope you're still here. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, thanks for the support. Danny, thanks for the support. Fizz, thanks for the support. I think you donated today. Appreciate everybody. Danny, Fizz, and anybody that's here, right? Even if you're not a member, if you come here and just talk with me, it helps make these streams a lot better. But I just want to say thank you guys so much. Michael Costa, I mean, you're helpful with the overall chat, so thank you guys. David, always for giving me that reminder to join the Discord channel. But let's see, while you guys give me some new stocks, let's take a quick look at what's trending. Vuzix is interesting as it doesn't really have true competitors. I want to say maybe some of the true competitors would probably be like Microsoft HoloLens, but I do believe they are a whole different type of, in forms of augmented glasses, Microsoft HoloLens might be the closest thing to a competition. I think in forms of how things look and the real markets, I think Vuzix has already made its name in the telemedicine and kind of the manufacturing world, that it would be very hard. So I feel like Microsoft HoloLens is more for developers in the long term of things, but I could see this kind of being a potential competition, not a main competitor, but maybe a bit. But the HoloLens are pretty cool. This is one definitely see. So I could definitely see this being as a competition. So Kim Nielsen, you want to take a quick look at lots for furniture? Not familiar with lots. Let's take a quick look. Gordon, you want to take a quick look at INS? So for sure, let's take a quick look at those two companies. So first, let's take a quick look at lots. So what do they do? Car lots. So Car Lots has definitely taken quite a hit. Definitely quite a hit. Let's see. Hey Jose, will you be going over Celsius earnings tomorrow? Depends, Chris. I might do a double hitter with Celsius and Tattoo Chef, depending on how they do, Chris. And normally, Chris, if I don't do a earnings on them. Let's say I don't do earnings on Celsius, it means that there wasn't really anything dramatic changing in the company. Sometimes, especially in the food industry, I think there might be some quarters that might not really move anything. I think it's more worrisome if I do a video on them opposed to if I don't do a video on them. If I do a video on them, it's because something crazy happened, and sometimes it's usually negativeness in the craziness. But let's see. So lots. Let's see. So lots, car lots. It's like Carvana. So they operate as a co-assignment to retail used vehicle marketplace that provides its corporate vehicle sourcing partners and retail sellers of use. So car lots, like you mentioned, David Becker, it's like like a used car lot. Let's see. Let me search. I just want to take a quick look at their websites. Buy, sell, trade, or co-sign online or in person, your choice. So you can either buy your vehicle or sell your vehicle. Again, we're seeing a lot of companies like this. I do believe a lot of them were down lately, right? So let's see. Lots, stock price just got back for so many meetings, hopeful meetings. So car lots right now, year to date, is down 63%. I just want to take a quick look at some of the competitors. So Carvana is one of the competitors in year to date. Actually, Carvana is killing it. Shift is another one. Shift stock is right now year to date up one, pretty much flat. So it seems car lots is probably the only one. I don't know any other. I think those are the only two I know. So lots is the only one that is down that much in the past year to date. So if we take a quick look, future growth right now, this company is expected to grow its revenue 75.8% on average for the next 2 to 5 years. They're not profitable. They're not positive in cash flow from operations. So right off the bat, right, Kim, this would be something that I would consider a very speculative play because it's still in early on in its business. At the same time, this is not a market I enjoy just because I believe there's a lot of competition and it's very, very hard to kind of create, I want to say, your own moat. I think Carvana has really made kind of a brand of itself, but not a real market I'm in. I believe there's too much competition. Again, it might be just because I don't know the market. If we take a look, they have $259 billion in cash and debt. So they have a strong balance sheet, right? Especially if their market cap, what is their market cap right now? About 458. So financially, I think they're at pretty strong levels. They have plenty of cash. They have plenty of, for such a small balance sheet, for such a small market cap. If I take a quick look at ownership, what do we have? Institutions own a good portion. The CEO and the co-founder only owns about 9% of the business. For such a small company, I would have expected this to be a bit bigger. Regardless, not right now. I personally, this not a market I would personally invest in. Doesn't mean, Kim, it's a bad one. It's just, again, not the overall used car vehicle, not really my overall forte, and a lot of competition. A lot of not positive in earnings, not positive in cash flow from operations. So something I personally would pass. Again, not advice, just my overall thoughts. The company can continue to do pretty good. So Gordon, what's going on, Gordon? Intelligent system. Payment processors provide technology for Apple Pay. Oh, pretty interesting. Michael Costa, can we... I don't know if I have time to do that on Up Harvest. I don't, Michael. Is that in the cannabis business? Sometimes live streaming, I can't really take too much look in certain industries. I want to say the gambling, the cannabis business. So I don't want to risk getting flagged by YouTube for that reason. I might as well not look at that, Michael. So my apologies. So let's see. Actually, guys, I can't believe. Let's do ends. Nope, that's not it. Intelligent system. Hi, Jose. Any thoughts on HIMS? I personally, no thoughts on it at the moment. Up Harvest is tomatoes. Oh, LOL. Really? Is it? Is it? As if it's okay. Maybe I could take a quick look at it. But let me take a quick look at Intelligent Systems. Intelligent Systems, market cap $303 billion. Right now, this is a company that's expected to grow at strong levels. So this is pretty interesting. So super small market cap company, high growth expected, positive in earnings, positive in cash flow from operations, financially, strong cash, strong, no debt to their name. If we take a quick look at ownership, individual insiders, James Strange, CEO, 17.7%. Gordon. I think you presented to me one of the best stocks and fundamentals that I've looked at in a long time. Definitely one of the best fundamentally, right? I don't understand what the company does. That's not what I'm saying. But fundamentally, this is one of the best companies I've seen. Small market cap, 303 million. Strong future growth, positive in earnings, positive in cash flow from operations. Plenty of cash, no debt to its name. In forms of ownership, strong ownership by insider. Again, I have no idea what this company does, where their future growth is coming, but in fundamentals, this is probably one of the best companies I've seen in some time. Let's take a quick look in forms of price evaluations. So Intelligent Systems, let's do forward price to sales ratio. If we take a look at 3 years, this is not that far off. I mean, it's sitting at attractive levels. Definitely not overvalued. It's kind of telling me that from his historical nonsense, from his historical price, it's a bit undervalued. Maybe if we take a look at PE ratios, let's take, actually, I do EV to EBITDA. Or let's see, EV to EBITDA forward. Let's cancel price to sales ratio. EV to EBITDA forward, again, 17, right? It doesn't seem bad. Gordon, this is probably one I wouldn't mind adding this to my list to watch and learn a little bit more in forms of valuations, in forms of future growth, in forms of fundamentals. This is definitely a strong company. Tim, welcome to the bullish support. Thank you so much for the support, Tim. Appreciate it so much. Woo! But guys, Up Harvest is not cannabis. It's into tomatoes and avocados. Okay, I'm a huge tomato guy and a huge avocado guys. But unfortunately, guys, it's already 11:05. I have to go work on some more videos. Tim, appreciate the support. Fizz, thank you for being a member. Danny, thank you for being a member. Maggie, thank you for being a member. Thank you guys so much. Whoever else showed up. Let's see. I want to make sure I thank everybody. And thank everybody else who just came to support the channel and talk. Fizz, again, thanks for the support as well. But guys, I am gone for the now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope everybody has a good time. Gordon, thank you for that stock. I want to learn a little bit more because valuation and metrics seem pretty strong. So take care, guys. Have a good day and see you tomorrow.